Alright, I'm just gonna do my best to kind of explain the new Clank section a little bit. So basically, the first thing you gotta understand is that it's on a cycle. So we're gonna have to... Basically, we have to get from here, the start, to the first box where normally the hammer bot would break. It's on a cycle. We can't reach the same cycle that Taz does, but we can get there one cycle after. So you basically just run through these. It's not too precise, because you've got a lot of time to play with. I punched this guy, activate the elevator, wall boost a couple of times there, and then I just box clip like that. So as you can see, so for those of you who don't understand box clip, basically, it only works when it's doing the jitter, like that jitter right there. And what you do is you just put your camera at an angle like slightly to the side like this. I just hold forward, and then I jump just before it does that, and then hold forward, and it will just push you through. So that's how you do box clip. It works both directions. So I'll show you again. Oh, frick, I messed that up. There we go. So just like that. You've got to respond. You've got to kind of know when this is going to happen. It's like roughly every second it jitters like this. So roughly every second is when you can go for box clip. I jump slightly before it happens usually. Okay, why can't I get this all of a sudden? It's a bit harder to go back the other way, but yeah, so jump. Oh, I messed that up. Jump. There we go. So yeah, I'm in the air by the time it starts jittering and you'll come through. It's pretty straightforward. You can miss it sometimes, but you'll get the hang of it with some practice. Then, oh, I did not mean to ledge grab there. We're going to come down this way. There's this small, I'm not even sure if this is faster, but this small little boost, basically you start the jump facing into this wall, and then you pull back to the, like, back right. So you start the jump here, and then you see I turn Clank to face this way. I'm not sure if that's actually just faster than just running up like this. I don't really know, and it's too hard to time. And then what we're going to do, so what you do for this first clip, is you push yourself right into the corner. There's no slopes here, so when there's a slope, you can get a proxy instead of a clip. So this first door, that doesn't matter because there's no slope here. We're just perfectly in a corner. You see, like, moving around, there's no, like, upwards movement. So what I can do is I then turn the camera, and you see I line it so that the left side of my screen is not quite in the corner, like, lined up with the corner of the room. It's just to the left of the corner. And then I'm going to do the clip inputs. So, what the clip inputs are, so I did it just there, you'll see it, but basically, after you let go of L1, so like you've turned your camera, you let go of L1, and then like a little bit later, like a couple of frames, you then tap L1 again, and as you tap L1, on the same frame, you're going to tap forward, and then you're going to hold it, just for like at least one more frame, and what you're going to do on the second frame, while you're still pressing L1 and forward, you're going to hit square. So let me just die and show you this all again. So you're going to run forward. Even getting hit there doesn't really matter. Look, I'm going to miss a cycle here. No, I'm not actually. Oh, yeah, I do. But yeah, box clip. Boost. Into the corner. Line up your camera. And then do the inputs just like that. And you're going to clip through the door every time. Then you take this elevator up, and you don't actually want a wall boost, but how this works, realize you see the elevator has two different heights. If you're down here, you're a bit lower. You're not gonna, it's harder to make it from there. You actually want to jump like diagonally from the high point. And you're gonna need to hold, like, so when you jump in this game, if you tap X, you fall, essentially, if you just tap X, you're gonna fall quicker. And what we actually want to do is we hold X as long as we can, and then we start the glide just before we land. And that's going to give us as much height as possible, so we're going to hold X, glide. I messed that one up. I didn't jump close enough to the ledge. This jump is honestly kind of more annoying than it looks. Just like that. So that skips the hammer bot in this room. Then we're going to come forward to this door. And basically, the lineup for this, I'm not entirely certain on this lineup, to be just completely forward with you, because, you know, I've only experimented with this for a couple of days. Well, no, 2 days. Yeah, so what you're going to do, you're going to make your camera, like, parallel with the door, as mine is now. And then you're going to tap Clank so that the red, like, dot of his head is in line with this line on the door, this one right here. And then what you're going to do, after it's in line, you're then going to turn the camera around this way. And the same thing, I'm using the left side of my screen to line this up again. And basically, what I'm going to do is, there's a little blue line Let me just highlight it. It's this one right here. That blue line is what I'm using as my kind of lineup. So what I'm going to do, so I line myself up here. Then I turn my camera to the left side of my screen is just barely on that blue line. And then I'm going to do the clip inputs. Now this one's a bit harder, a lot more precise. I'm having a lot more difficulty getting this one consistently. There seems to be a correlation with this door having this shaking animation when you line it up correctly. But yes, you line it up. Ugh, this one sucks. I'm gonna be real with you. This one sucks. Line it up, and then there we go. You go through like that. Then the second half, you're just gonna do as normal. You're gonna take over to the elevator. You're gonna go through until we can figure out this third door, which I cannot right now. I've tried, and I just cannot get a clip on that last door. I've done it like once, but obviously that's not good enough. Until we can figure out that last door clip consistently, you're just going to have to not do the Gadgetbot skip. But still a nice little time save. Still better than Clank Proxy, to be honest.